Didn't know that was coming. How's it going, everybody? Wait, is Frank on the stream? Oh, Frank is on the screen? Did you like my dancing thing? Whoa, what happened to my... What's that? Oh, I know what that is. Sorry, that's my webcam, I think. Oh, I know. I see. How's it going, everybody? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy to be here. You know what it is. Somebody needs to page me and tell me to turn off my... That's what it was, my desk camera. How we doing, everybody? Just in time. All right, Okert's here. Danny's here. Mark's here. Reese was first today. I saw that, dude. Nice job. Nice job. We're still not doing Bitwarden, though. Actually, I have been thinking about it. It's probably time to try again, but I'm not sure if I'm emotionally quite there today. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Oh, it's good to see you guys. It is good to see you. Be back. How's it going, Mark? Bogdan's here. Michael's here. Mr. Fixer. Piston broke. How's it going? Yeehaw. Man, oh, man. So how are these live streams of DrZzs? We'll see. I don't know, Pear. How are you? Have you not been here before? If Pear hasn't been here before, we'll have to be extra good. I don't know Pear, but I'm sure we need to impress Pear. That's a lot of pressure. Yo, good evening from the UK. Love the dancing squirrel. Did you like that? I like that too. I thought that was pretty nice. Thank you, Creative, for the dancing squirrel. I gotta now redo my outro for regular videos and make it that, he got the little emoji head with the gloves and the feet dancing around. He's got the sunglasses and the mask. He's my little guy. And he dances around, and then he salutes. I got to put that at the end. At the end of videos. Now, speaking of end of videos, I did actually yesterday finish a chopped up stream of the setup for the animated backgrounds. It was an easy one. Knocked it out in a couple days at work. So I'll get that out. I actually could have posted it last night. I just got distracted. Surprise. Surprise. My good buddy Spencer says, I see you streaming during the day. Are you working much these days? Not as much as usual. Not as much as usual. Violent Pooh just resubbed for 2 months. Oh, yeah. What do you want, Pooh? You want unicorns? You want planes? You want explosions? You want all of it? You tell me. Being an essential worker is hard. I can't keep up with the live streams. Well, thank you for being essential. One of a kind. Thank you for being essential. I'm sorry that you haven't been able to keep up with the streams. I'm doing too many streams. I'll try and slow down. What does Pooh want? Oh, Pooh wants them all. Okay, here we go. One at a time. We're going to go through them all. There we go. Woo! Today wasn't a scheduled stream. What's happening? Oh, I added it a day or two ago. So, and I think what happened, you know what I was thinking about, Sir Goodenough? I think I know what happened. Here we go. We're going to keep on going. I think what happened with the stream command was that it's not, I don't think it's Nightbot. I think we disabled it in the other Nightbot, and I think it's going through Hive, but I'm not sure. Don't stop. My wife loves me in the back. Wow, that's a surprise. That's not normal. You should probably have that checked. Yeehaw! Doo-dee-dot-doo-doo-doo. Not enough tech. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you here, Matt. Thank you for trying to get the Xiaomi Aquara hub working. Don't think it's gonna work. Switch to Twitch. Oh, nice, William. Nice. Thank you, Mark. All right, we're still going. We got more. This is all for Pooh. See, turn on notifications and get the updates. I like trains, Doc. You like the trains? I'm going in order, just down my thing here. Joe M just subscribed. How's it going? I just barely started, Chris. Yep, you haven't missed anything. You have not missed a thing. I don't know if I'm even going to be able to stop streaming. I have a little hand motion with a lot of these. Didn't realize how many there were. Yeah, there's a lot. I've got a whole Stream Deck page full of them now. And I actually have moved my Stream Deck to the other side. Here's the trains for Sir Goodenough. Actually moved my Stream Deck to the other side. Another 12-hour stream. William's trying to kill me. Still haven't changed the whistle. I know. Almost there. We're almost done with all of them. This is just a little review. Why are we doing this? I don't know. Does it matter? Just a quick checkup on what you're up to. I love the VW bug video. Thank you. I want to do a VW T1 conversion one day. Nice. I tell you what, when it comes to conversions, I got to get through these. I told Pooh I'd do them all, so I got to get through them all. When it comes to conversion, I think that the future, at least for me, or at least the next round. Well, I have these extra engines, so I probably will try and find a way to use those. But, and then this is the last one. Oh, actually, nope, it's not the last one. I forgot about the Were Scrolls. We haven't used him in a while. Okay, now that's it. Who's like, I'm never resubscribing again. That took forever. No, used Leaf motors. So, somebody in in the Discord channel that we started about electric cars, everybody's into electric conversions. I want to see a turbine conversion. Wow. More noise. You could put a turbine on an electric car just for the noise if you want. The squirrel looks like the one that hangs around your garden. I caught him for you. All right, Macro Femur. Thank you very much for cheering 50. Those are so tiny. I got to figure out a way to... I want the cup to be small, but I want the writing to be big. We'll get there. We'll get there. Not an engine, it's a motor. You're right. You're right. Leaf. So the Leaf, right? Nissan Leaf. They've sold, I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of them now over the years. They've been in production for 10 years now, or thereabouts. So there's a lot of them and a lot of old ones. And they're still good. You know, they get in crashes, but the motor and the motor, the inverter, which is what takes the DC and converts it to AC. You guys know those kinds of things probably, but so that you can run an AC motor and the motor controller. Those are to be had now a lot less expensive than some things, and pretty functional. Pretty functional. You know, a little Leaf motor like that would do pretty good in my bug. There's some. So what I would like to do, and there's people starting to do this more and more now, I think, is take basically a wrecked Leaf, take the batteries out, take the drive, I guess you call it the drive train, whatever, you take the motor, controller, inverter out, and then put it all in something else. Because you'd still need like, 380 volt battery or something like that, which would cost you an arm and a leg. And the AC motor and stuff that would cost you a bunch. So having buying a wrecked Leaf for a couple $1,000s that nobody wants because it's wrecked, and then pulling all that stuff out of it, that sounds like a good time to me. Why not put multiple smaller motors on each wheel and do away with transmission, computerized traction control? I love that idea, Welbo. I do. I think you're right. I think that's the future. I'm sure engineers can solve this easier than I can. I guess you would have to have the motor. The motor would have to be set, part of the wheel as far as suspension goes, right? Because you can't have the wheel move and the motor not move. It would have to be kind of all together. Maybe you could do it with belts or something. I don't know. I would like to just stick the motor right to the wheel. I think that would be a good way to do it. You wouldn't want one to spin faster than the other. That's true. You would need some kind of differential, wouldn't you? Well, I guess if you could have some sort of computerized differential, but that could possibly fail. So anyways, I do have extra motors around, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them just yet, because I'm really feeling this Leaf thing coming on for the next one. But today, if I feel like it, I might go out and strip a bunch of the paint off the bug, because that's the next part. Thanks for introducing me to the hacksmith the other day. Didn't know of him. Even cooler that we're in the same town. Well, good, Leaf. Go over there and see him and tell him that I sent you, and tell him that we need to do a collaboration. Because he's got like 5 million subscribers and he's awesome. Bugs are small enough you can run those big drone motors on each wheel, right? You probably could. How's it going, Rob? Daisy chain the motors. you would have weight issues if you have very heavy wheels and hub motors. Maybe true. I know, talking to a friend of mine who worked at a company here in Utah that was doing electric truck conversions. So they were taking full-size GMC pickup trucks, like the 3500 series, big heavy-duty trucks, and they were leaving the gas motor in them and just adding, I think they were using the gas motor as sort of a generator, which is sort of such a waste, but that, anyways, that was their plan. They left the gas motor in, they added electric motor and a bunch of batteries, and they wanted, 100-mile range and all this. This was 3-4 plus years ago. I don't know if they're still making these. Yeah, that was one of these companies that's just running completely on investor money. They're not actually producing anything that's for sale. Anywho, the trouble that they ran into was to have any kind of decent range on a vehicle that heavy and that big. They had to have so much battery, so many batteries, so much weight in batteries that they were actually overwhelming the suspension in the 3500 series trucks. That's heavy. That's a little bit excessive, right? Why is Hyperion up? Good question, Reese. I think it's up because I was just playing with it last night. I love it, by the way. This, if I could say like what's been my most satisfying project of the last couple weeks, it's Hyperion on my PC that I'm used, when I sit here and, tinker around or whatever. And I put the Windows capture software up, this one. Oh, I just turned it off. There we go. Set up this one. So this Hyperion screen capture for Windows, set that up. And then when I turn on this LED device here, and you can't see it, but it mirrors my screen behind my computer screen, which right now in the daytime is not necessary at all. But at night, because like after bedtime, I like to sit here for a few minutes, sometimes it's a couple hours, and tinker around, maybe play a game, maybe watch. I've been watching that series on ESPN about the Bulls, about the Chicago Bulls in the 90s. That's a good time. That's a good time. If you were alive and watching sports in the 90s, you gotta show us the security camera if I have my pants on. I do have my pants on. Anyways, if you're interested at all, that's a good series. I'll show you my security cameras. I don't know what's going on out there in the house. This is kind of brave, really. There's me. There's the kids. There's the bug. There's Zach. Oh, no, that's from last night. That one's not working right now. This is from yesterday. So these Wise cams that have the RTSP feed on them seem to require frequent, I guess, kick in the pants is what I would call it. I need to go into I get this, right? I get this no signal stuff, and I need to go into the app. All right. Not Thinking Tinker just subscribed. Thank you. Let's do, what do you want? Planes? Let's do planes. I need to go in here. I need to go to the settings. I'm in the Wise app on my phone right now. And I need to go to advanced settings, and then I go to the RTSP and I just tell it to generate the code again. Just regenerate the URL. The URL doesn't change. It just sort of regenerates it, kind of gives it a kick in the pants. And then sometimes, not always, but sometimes then it fixes it. Doesn't look like it's fixed yet. So, I don't know. Nope, there it is. Yep, see what I mean? It worked. So Dawson's in there. He's playing. He can't decide if he wants to play Xbox or if he wants to play Twitch or if he just wants to listen to music. Look at that. That quarantine is hard. Quarantine is so hard on these poor kids. But yeah, there you go. There's my beautiful backyard, my truck. The girls are supposed to be doing homework down here. I don't know what they're really doing. This one's flashing back and forth between night mode and not night mode. Kind of crazy. All right. What were we talking about? Do my kids watch the stream? No. I think they have at times, but I am way too boring for them. I have something set up so when the RTSP dies, it resets the RTSP. Ooh, Randy, share, brother. Share. How do you do this thing? Because I need that. What time zone am I in? Not enough tech. I am in the Mountain Standard Time. I guess Mountain Daylight Time. Not sure which is which part of the year. So I think it's GMT -6 or -7. Where are you? Have I got any Sonoff minis connected to Home Assistant using the integration? Should you have an entry for the physical switch? All right. Should I have an entry for the physical switch? An entity for the physical switch. Okay, let me sort this out, Chris. Have I got any Sonoff minis connected to Home Assistant? I do. Using the integration. No. Oh, the Alex integration. Oh, no, I don't. I do not. I do not. I should. That would be great. And now I see what you're talking about with Alex integration. That's that one that the local only one that I did. Or that I didn't do it, but I did video. Taking a little too much credit there, Doc. Chill out, buddy. You're not that good. I don't. Should I have an entry for the physical switch? That's a good question. Oh, I guess, I would expect not. They probably would not have a reason to separate that physical switch from the relay. I think the only reason that you might want to have a separate entity for the physical switch versus the relay is if your plan specifically was to separate those controls so that that push button would do something other than just control that relay. My guess is when they built the Sonoff Mini and they put the eWeLink firmware together for it, they were completely expecting that push button would always just toggle that relay. You know, those contacts would always just toggle that relay. So they didn't have a reason probably to separate them. So I wouldn't expect if you're just using that Alex X integration. Hey, baby, you doing good?
Yeah.
Homework? Flashcards or whatever? You want to say hi to everybody?
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, you good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you, baby. Hello from Portugal. Hey, Victor. My office is absolutely crammed, mostly because of inventory, but also pick and place machine, reflow oven, stencil machine, 3D printer, etc. Man, John, I got to be jealous. I'm jealous of you. I'm jealous that you have a pick and place machine and a reflow oven. What are you making? You got to be making your own little devices of some kind, huh? What do I have all my cameras set up in? That is Blue Iris. That is Blue Iris. No, your most satisfying project is Bitwarden. Oh, Reese, you're killing me. You're killing me. Hey, baby. Started playing around with Zabbix recently, trying to monitor my network better. Ooh, what is Zabbix? I touched my face. The energy meters, man. Oh, are you the energy meters, man? Wait, John, you're the energy meters, man. Hold on. Wait. Hold on a second. Excuse me. Are you taking over the show, baby? What? Are you taking over the show? Did Gracie take over the show? Don't touch your face. So, oh my gosh, dude. So you make this. You make this. Okay, now this is just way too fortuitous. Sorry. What? Push a button.
Next can we have your...
Sure. Okay. I may have to send you a new one. Yep. I wonder, you know what? I bought this one, John. I thought I bought two, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I only bought one. Anyways, I bought this one. See you later. See you later, Matt. I bought this one after DigiBlur did a video about them. And I've got a bunch of my, my meters here. And it's funny that you're here. Okay. It's way funny that you're here because, hey, pop a link, would you? I don't remember your website exactly. So pop a link in there. And make sure we get a link for his website and stuff. Anyways, I'm downstairs and I'm getting ready to come up here and do the stream. And I'm thinking, what am I going to stream about? It's the dilemma, the streamer dilemma. What are we going to talk about? Is it going to be worthwhile for anybody to bother watching? Right? Am I just going to be anyways? One of the things I thought about that I've been wanting to do that I haven't done is to finish setting up this little guy and get it ready to install in my power box, because it's getting to be summertime. It's warm. Yesterday the air conditioning came on, right? So it's getting to be the time where how much energy we use matters to me. And so it's probably time to get this thing rolling. And here you are. How about that for fortuitous, huh? Yes, dear.
You guys want to do a video because all we have to do is a test with Mom. So she just said.
Oh, you have to put get the microphone. I'll put it back on for you. Really want to do a Lovelace or home panel session. I can't seem to get mine to look any good. Okay, Chris, we can talk about that today for sure. Don't forget to turn it on. Plug it in. What? Okay. Got it? Okay. For Hyperion, you need 4 cable LEDs better. Oh, I use 3. Mine worked with 3. Power monitors. Thank you very much, Mark. Thank you very much. Yes. 240 capable. What? It says low battery. That's the battery right there. And that one might be dead. And then there's another one. I don't know where Zoe did. Bring it. Here. Sorry, the girls are... Mom's not home. Dad's in charge, huh? And they know if they come and ask me for stuff while I'm streaming that I'll give them whatever they want. Because it's just easier. I brought him up here last night. Oh, no, I can't get the battery. I'm not going to have any Dr. Pepper left. You better fill that up.
Wait, we'll get root beer. Wait, root beer, Dr. Pepper.
Okay. There you go. Okay. All right. Sorry. Mom not being home. It's Dana. Hey, Tyson. How's it going? Consider switching to Linux. Me? Ooh, I've done Linux in the past, and it's good. And I could probably do it better now than I did in the past. But it's another video for their channel. Yeah. They want to do a video of themselves. Here you go. Pour it in there, babies. Take care of it. Mine knows if she asks during the stream, I ignore. Unless one of her alarms are going off. Well, that's fair enough. I would like to play with Linux, but the problem I had when I was using Linux... Hey, buddy.
Hey.
How's it going? Good morning. Wow, you're up early. It's only 11:30.
Yeah.
The problem I had with Linux was, every time that something changed, I had to go in and tinker with a bunch of stuff that I didn't understand. And that was hard. But I have set up a... Raspberry Pi over here next to my desk that I would like to play with more. So maybe start running a little bit of... I know Raspbian's not like running Ubuntu or something, but it's a little Linux. It's a little Linux anyways. So what are we talking about today? Island, a good question. Well, you know what we started talking about, or at least we can... Let's prep for this.
Dr. Pepper in your fridge, and it's not so bad.
Oh, you better go get some. Can you get some in the basement? Or in the garage and bring it up?
Basement?
Or just leave it. That's fine. That's enough. Let's prep, okay? Let's not try and dive into this today because I'm not prepared, and I don't like to not be at least a little prepared. Raspbian is running a modified version of Debian just like Ubuntu. Yeah, so it's in the ballpark, right? That's why I figured I could learn some stuff. I learned Linux at college and hardly used it since. Is that right, Mark? I started playing with Linux when Windows 7 came out, and it was such a piece of trash. And I said, screw this. I'm not using Linux. I'm not using Windows 7. I'm going to Linux. And so we did. I even had Mrs. Z's using it in the house for a while, but it's a while ago. Don't try Ubuntu, please. Debian. I had a good time back then. This was probably 12 years ago or so, bouncing around through all different distributions of Linux, all a bunch of different kinds. I learned Linux while going to college, not at college, but I use it daily now. I think it's good to have. Anyways, what I was started to say was this is a expandable 6-channel ESP32 energy meter main board. And John here, who is in the audience today, by the way, John, can I contact you directly some way, brother? Not that I want you to have to cater to me specifically, but if I have questions, and it would be nice. As that happens sometimes. But anyways, you get this little meter here, and then it's running an ESP32 and ESP Home. And Travis did some videos about this last year. It's probably been 9 months or so, 9 months ago. DigiBlur did some stuff about this, and it looks really good, really promising. He was really happy about it. And so I got this, and I think, John, this might, shut up and take my money. I think this might be the newer version, but maybe not. Maybe we need to talk about the newer version. Make it a joint stream when you do the energy meter stuff with John. I would love it. John, would you join me? Would be glad to help. Okay, perfect, dude. Perfect. Are you on Discord? Or if you're on Discord, that is the best way for me to contact you. And then we can plan out how to show this sucker off on a live stream. I would love that. And I think these guys would love it too. Good morning, Raspy. How are you doing, buddy? I was just going to get the Mini, as I don't have many IR devices. Oh, you guys are talking about something else. I like this Sonoff Mini. Yeah, I'm on Discord. Oh, good. Great. Okay. Awesome. I will find you. Oh, which reminds me, apparently I don't have Discord open. Oh, hey, Mark. Oh. Oh, cool. Thank you, Mark. Yes, let's do that. That would be fun. Oh, sweet. On another note, I'm squirreling a little today. Huh? Yeehaw! Okay. John, I am contacting you immediately. There you go. Now we have started a conversation. Love it. Okay, dude. On another front, Quindor and the Dig Uno boards. So Quindor has another stock of, I know he probably wants to announce it himself, but I'm just going to give you at least the heads up that Quindor has another round of his Dig Uno boards. Oh, I said Dig Uno. That's not going to do it. What does he call it? Quinn LED. So he's got another round. I don't actually know how many he has, but he's got them pre-assembled boards for sale. Here we go. I don't know. It's probably not live yet, but anyways, he's got another round of these to put up for sale again, and he is sending me a bushel to resell in the U.S. Oh, there he is. Oh, it's okay. Oh, is it okay, Quindor? Good. Are you gonna? I don't want. I mean, all I was gonna say was that save your pennies. Don't spend all your stimulus check just yet, because they're on the way. And I was just reading the messages you sent me, which is why it came to mind. So, caught red-handed, revealing the secrets. Ah! Anyone interested? Microsoft Build Conference is going digital on May 19th and 20th. Cool. What would that do? Probably wouldn't do anything for a dude like me, right, William? But maybe developers who can do stuff. We're very close. Okay. It's awesome. It's awesome. I was just thinking about again this morning as I'm sitting there wondering what am I gonna talk about on the stream today. I'm thinking, what's really important in my sort of smart home, or not even just in my smart home, but just in my home, in my life, whatever you want to say. And another thing that came to mind besides the energy monitor is I need my LEDs outside to be solid. And right now they haven't been. And it's not the LED's fault. It's not WLED's fault. It's not Home Assistant's fault. It's partially my router's fault, but it's mostly my fault. So I need to master plan it a little bit better. I've started out barely rigging something together that worked, which is kind of the way I do everything. And then got a little bit better with WLED and added some sections and some ability to do stuff in X-Lights. Now I'm having connection issues, and so I don't know for sure how I'm going to solve all of the problems. Some of them will definitely be solved with a Dig-Uno board. I'm also thinking some of it needs to be, this is an antenna for a D1 Mini Pro. So I think I have a couple locations that would benefit from having a better antenna. So I might put that on there. But then there's also probably some of it I want to do. What are those? Culp boards. This guy. That's probably another guy to talk to about coming on the stream someday. But this thing, where I believe like something like this, you can actually plug in a Wi-Fi, like a Node MCU. But this isn't going to run this isn't going to run WLED, which is my only real hesitation here. But at least it would be wired, and I could run several zones off of one device. So it's an idea, something I need to look at. Man, this is what I love about DrZzs. He admits when his stuff doesn't always work. Some YouTubers make it look easy and like they are never any troubles. I got nothing but troubles, brother. Hey, Billy, what are we talking about? Saw your stream the other day regarding the Xiaomi Cube in Node-RED. You need to install the decons palette. You know what? I think, JP, we started to do that right at the end, and then I lost interest. But yeah, you're right. I think you're right. But boy, using the Cube with that automation editor, did you see how slick that was? Cold boards are based on Beagle bones. They look quite nice if you're trying to set up a larger show. And I don't know that I guess I probably am going to have to set up a larger show, right? I mean, I don't know how long I can just be a roofline guy. I think I probably need to be a bit bigger. Right here, we got trouble right here in River City. I laugh with my wife all the time about, how much is smart home stuff helping versus not helping. What it is helping is my mental health. So there's that, right? Even if it, getting my Magic Cube, had to number the sides, got confusing here. I'm squirreling today. Boy, is it bad. I can't even finish a sentence. Billy, first time catching the stream. Well, you know what that means. Unicorns. I don't even remember what I was talking about a second ago. Oh, we were talking about the cube. I grabbed a bunch of permanent markers. That one's yellow, so it shows up as a green screen. I grabbed a bunch of permanent markers for that exact reason. Because, mucho squirrel. Because I want to do more stuff with these cubes, especially now that I have two. But you're absolutely right. Without the sides numbered, what are you going to do? But before, I got these markers and I came up here last night, and my plan was to write a bunch of things on there, numbers or maybe some words or some pictures. And then I thought, why not just print some stickers? Right? Because I have that vinyl sticker maker. So I could use like MDI icons, which are pretty cool and simple. And I could just, print some of those out in vinyl and put that on there. But the problem, it's not a problem, but the reason I didn't was just because it takes time. It just takes time. But, I could put a bunch of these on the sides that, whatever means something to me. But I got to decide what I want to use it for. I definitely want one as a media player. Definitely. Where are mine? I'm okay with these. How's it going, Pear? What's up, Pear? You want this? I don't know why. How many WLEs do I have on the roof? Tech Turtle. Oh, yeah, he's the one. Tech Turtle is going to be my main helper. Right, buddy? I have, let's see. On the front of the house, I've got 4. On the side of the house, right now I have 1, but I have got it split and running 2 strings, so it needs to be 2, really. So 4 on the front, 2 on the side, 2, 3, 4 on the back right now. What do you think about that? 4, 2, 4, 10. Too many, right? I wish I could use, like, if I could make it wired and just do 1 and then just run long strings, long feeders out from the board out to the lights, that would be great. But hey, Billy, it's the middle of the night in Indonesia. Oh man. You counted 15. Did I say it wrong? Speaking of, there's a new version dropping this week, and that's right, Mark. There is, for those of you who have not already joined in the WLED Discord channel, it's here, and it's awesome. Invite people. Use copy button. Oh, okay. Mac Attack, what's up, buddy? You should join the WLED Discord server. And he was just talking about, Air Cookie made an announcement a couple days ago or something like that, and he's got a new version dropping. The dude is amazing. So I'm excited. I'll do a video about it because I didn't really do a good video about 9.1. Dun, 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 dun. Violent Pooh says bots aren't working with Twitch. I don't know, man. They should be. I'm sorry, buddy. They should be. I thought I reset it up correctly last night, but maybe I didn't. If you have only 1 string, you will need to inject power. Well, yeah, I'll need to inject power. And mine are 5. A lot of them are 5 volts. Not all of them are 5 volts. I got such a mess. What I'll probably end up doing, this sounds horrible. No, I can't do that. I was going to say what I'll probably end up doing is just taking down what I have and putting it all up again with my new, with our new Perma-track. It's got a name now, Perma-track. Perma-track. You guys, did you guys all see this? I didn't even look to see any responses on Facebook, but I posted this on Facebook. Where'd it go? Oh, should be on the front page. Come on, RGB man. Oh, what did he do? Take it off? There it is. We got to get that sucker on the front page. But this is our Perma-track. This is my invention to not have to try and drill all those holes in that plastic channel. We haven't received any yet. We've only received the sort of sample, but it's good. It's going to be good. And I'll definitely have some on my house, but I don't know if I'm going to take down what I already have to put that up. Bump, 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 bump. All right. Do a new video with putting up the track. Absolutely, Mark. You betcha I will. And I'm going to do stuff with the track like, I think a couple of important things about the track and the way we did it. It's made out of metal. It's not super thick, but it's decent thick. So if you want to like go around a corner with the Perma-track stuff, you could, with a miter box, you hacksaw a couple angles, take out a section, but leave one wall, and then you can bend it around a corner. And when you need to go from, a roof line like this to go up a steep, gable or whatever we call them, same kind of thing. Get your miter box, and maybe it won't be exact 45 degrees, so you just mark your lines and you cut the channel, but you leave one wall and then you bend it up, and it should look pretty nice. It'd be pretty slick. Kind of excited about trying that out. What voltage lights will come with it? 12 volt lights. 12 volt lights. Those are all going to be 12 volt lights. I don't think RGB Man is doing much with 5 volt lights. But we do have lights, so that thing's 5 foot long, and we do have strings of lights that are 5 foot long. So it's like one whole section. You just put it up, plug in the ends, and off you go. Do you know if the upcoming release of WLED resolves the Wi-Fi connection issues? I don't know, Thierry. I don't know. I'm not. I don't know. I hope so. I wasn't having any until very recently, so I don't know what the nature of the issues are specifically. I guess is what I'm saying. My screen's gotten moved here. Hey, Cheng Hao Hong from China. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for being here. I'm back. Oh, Jonathan's here. Hallelujah. There have been talks of stability improvements in the new WLED version. Awesome. Thank you, Quindor. Thank you, thank you. You wouldn't really want 5 volts on the long runs, voltage drop. That's right. I think I bought 5 volts when I started. When I first put my first lights up, I did 5 volts because they were cheaper. That's it. That was my my whole motivation was, hey, I can save $10. What can I say? It's part of my psyche. I can't escape it. I caused myself a lot of trouble for that too. Mrs. Z's is always like, why don't we just buy the good stuff? And I'm like, no, because we can do it cheaper. Can someone link the Twitch link? Oh, what happened? What happened? Line Arburn? The Twitch link. Can someone link the Twitch link? Sir Goodenough is the link master. Master. Splitted my configure this weekend based on your video with Frank. Loved it. All right. That's good to hear, Jeff. Jose's got a question. Bring it. Bring it. You're on YouTube. Oh, do you want to switch over to Twitch? Is there a reason you prefer LED, the lights? Hey, Ishmeet, my buddy. How you doing, man? Thanks for being here. It's good to see you. Why do I prefer the strings, I would call them, or the pixels, which is not the totally accurate name, but that's what a lot of these guys that do it a lot call them. They call them pixels. But why pixels instead of strips? Probably just an old traditional look kind of a feel. All right. Thank you very much. I have no idea how to say your name, Asylum Gaming. Thank you very much for following along. We're going to do Fat Unicorn for you. The main reason is just the look of them. I just like that they're a little bit further spaced out in the strips. We have a neighbor that has strips that when they built their house, that's what they put on. They put those LED strips, and it's kind of cool, but it just looks like a line. You know, when you're any distance away, it just kind of looks like a line, and so I like it to be a little bit further apart. Also, easier to, okay, so Shane, that makes a good point. And you know, Mike, RGB man, he talks about having to replace pixels a lot. Like that's an issue for a lot of people. I haven't had that issue. Like I haven't had like one pixel go out where I had to go up and splice out one, but other people have. And if you have a strip, then that's a lot bigger problem than if you just have a string. Yes, dear.
What day are you home next week?
What day am I home next week? I don't know. Sorry, baby. You want to do? Oh, we can make it happen. I don't know for sure what day, but we'll make it happen, okay? You silly goose. It's bothering me that I can see this thing in the corner. See that? It bothers me. Got to scoot over here. Maybe I need to move my... No? Yeah? Okay. Sorry. I gotta be very focused. You have had pixels dead on arrival, have you, Shane? Yeah, I can imagine that's a pain in the butt. Makes sense. I'll be ordering the track, but would love to know the shipping cost to Canada. Let us figure it out. I think on the website there, he probably has a calculator, and I don't know if it's set for Canada yet. We're just barely getting started doing this right now it's just me and Mike trying to make it happen. So I want to make sure that we can get it to everybody who wants it, obviously. I don't know what's up to Canada. Posted in Discord, looks like there is no shipping to Canada yet. Okay. So hold on. I'm sorry that we haven't gotten to that point yet. And shipping to the UK, that's another problem. And I think what we might try and do is do some direct from factory shipping. That would mean the way they're packaging that track for us, they're putting 10 of those 10 pieces in one carton. So we might, if we were going to do direct from factory, we might have to sell it in boxes of 10, which would be 50 feet at a time. It's probably fine. I think probably most people are going to need several boxes, and but I don't know. We haven't gotten that far yet. I'm a much better doctor than I am direct sale businessman. but we're trying to get it. We're trying to get it out there to people who want it, because it's been missing in the market. So it'll be good and be helpful to a lot of people, I hope. Do I have dimensions on the square section? It's 1.5 inches. It's 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches on the inside, which is about 40 by 40 millimeters on the inside. And then it's 5 feet long, which is about 1.5 meters. If I had the room, I would reseller for you in the UK. No room at my small flat. And that's probably an option that we may get to, Mark. And, you know, if you can help or somebody else can help, I don't know what it's going to look like in the future. You know, we got our first batch on its way. We're going to grow it and expand as we are able and hopefully get to everybody who wants it. Yona, you didn't know I was an anesthesiologist? Really? I'm an anesthesiologist. Can you ask a question about Proxmox? Pascal, you ask away, buddy. What was the trick to get the Wise camera back up and running? I went into that would show you my password. Go into the Wise app. And then this is assuming that you're running the Wise RTSP firmware that they put out last year sometime. All right, Vista, just subscribe. We're going to do this one. Whee! It was a joke. Okay. I was going to say, I thought you knew. I've been squirreling around for an hour now. I know I've been avoiding doing Bitwarden just for you, Reese. What was I saying? I don't remember what I was talking about. A few messages back and forth. They just went quiet. Oh, missed that, Shane. Oh, the RTSP thing. So, okay, sorry. I will get you the information for the Wise relay switch for resetting the RTSP. Thank you, Randy. I would appreciate that. That would be really helpful. The best streams are squirrely. Okay, good. I'm glad you like that. And here goes a Reese with the Bitwarden. The Wise, that's right. So you go into the Wise app on your phone and go to that camera and go to the go to advanced and then RTSP at the bottom. And then I just hit generate RTSP or regenerate RTSP feed. And that's what I did. I just regenerated the RTSP feed. I didn't change it. Same user, same password, same IP address, same port. It just sort of refreshed it. That's why I called it like a kick in the pants. Ouch, Yona. Easy on Reese. It's okay. It's okay, Reese. I'm sorry. You didn't need to be easy, Yona. Man, Yona did not like the Bitwarden thing. He come down with the ban hammer. Reese, you're not really banned. Okay. You're going to be all right. Sorry, Yona. Oh, that's funny. Thank you for, I do appreciate it. It's great to have mods and I would rather, be protected than be, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. He beat me. Sir Goodenough was going to do it too. All right. Well, there you go, Reese. We're going to get banned either way, buddy. It's all good. It's all good. Hey, Jeremy, how's it going, man? How's the family? Family's good. Family is good. Mrs. Z's is out today with some friends. She actually got to visit with one of her friends yesterday that hasn't been visiting with anybody for fear of all this stuff. And since things are starting to, they're sort of taking a dial one notch back, we get restaurants opening their, I don't know about all restaurants or whatever, but I know like some of the fast food places are going to be opening their lobbies so you can actually sit down and eat starting Monday or Tuesday. So anyways, so she got to visit with some people last night that she hadn't visited with in a long time. All right, Scythian, thank you for cheering, my friend. And so today she's out doing some more of that stuff. So Daddy's in charge, which is why I am just up here hiding. And JCW is, oh man, Tyson, I can taste the bacon jalapeno burger right now. Let's do it. What environment or device do I run Home Assistant in? I run it as the operating system. So it's now just Home Assistant. It used to be HAS.io. There was a brief period of time where I think it was called HAS.OS. And I think to me that made the most sense because it is the operating system. It's basically whatever version of Linux that is Docker, or if Docker's the version, I don't know. But anyways, that's what I use. And then Sir Goodenough's got you or somebody did. Andy. Thank you, Andy. Is device tracking on? Should we see where Mrs. Z's is? I went in and did, this is going to be funny. Like, she's at my best friend's house. What the heck? I'm confident enough to look this up without fear of that. All right, let's see if we can find her. This is fun. It's not stalking if it's your family. I get a lot of people thinking that was funny. All right, where's she at? Car presence. This is it. Device tracker. I think that's it. No history. Away. Oh, man. I need to put her on the map. Device tracker. Maybe this is it. It just says she's away. Show me the map. Dang it. She's probably not on the map. For some reason, it's only been showing me on the map. But maybe I haven't looked in a while. Maybe it is. T5, T2. I don't know who that is. Oh, wait. Let's see. No, see, it's not showing anybody on the map. The map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map. The other thing we can do is we can just go here. Oh, let's try it as entities. How's it going, buddy? I knew it was you. You've been too much TV this morning already, huh? Yeah. T5 is my tile trackers. Oh gosh, my tile. Huh? You did? Okay, now go outside and play. Or old tiles, likely. Oh, you know what? That's probably where I was when those tile batteries went dead. That's if I had to guess. That's what it was. Any progress with Room Assistant? I want to do the same with a car. What do you think? If you want to do it with a car, there's easier ways, and I think a better way is just the MQTT car presence. That's what I think. Now I'm on Twitch. That's one way to avoid it, huh, Reese? So, I didn't take it bad, buddy. It's all good. It's all good. Problem with the map from the side panel too, it doesn't show our entities, but a map card does. How do we set which entities show up on the map? That's a good question. Does anybody know that? Thank you very much, Sir Good Enough. Man, you're good, dude. He is good. A few streams ago, you talked about moving the Home Assistant database over to SSD from an SD card using InfluxDB. Is there a guide on this? I don't think so, Mark. I don't think there is a guide, but what I can tell you is, wow, it is amazingly squirrely in here today. Is it not? Like, holy focus, Batman. Good grief. I can't keep on track for 30 seconds. But I am going to answer that question about the database. You can set up your... That sounds like Dawson is bothering his sisters. I can see it in his eyes. When he gets kind of dazed like that, like he's been staring at the TV too long. Oh, man. What was that about, honey? Okay. Don't get mad. Don't slam the doors.
Just I didn't mean to slam the doors.
Okay. Don't get mad. Don't slam the doors. Okay. It was a bit of a fail moment. Prepare for secrets. So in here, when you set up your recorder, actually it's not in here. It's because once again, my
Dr. Pepper.
Oh my goodness. There you go. My chopped up configuration is causing me extra steps. All right. So I have a recorder.yaml. Okay. Here you go. When you set up MariaDB, which is what I use for the database now, you set up MariaDB, and you'd have to go into the add-on. I'm not going to open the add-on because that would do secrets. But the where you put the database could be on a different drive, and that drive could be a USB connected drive. On a Pi, and that's where you're going to do a lot of writing, and that's where you probably end up killing your SD card in most Home Assistant SD card deaths. So if you just put this MariaDB, or you could probably even do it with the regular database. You know, if you just wanted to still use the SQLite or whatever they use, just direct it to that other place. If you go into, there's a 109 change for recorder. Yes, purge interval is deprecated. Yes. I took it out here for that. But I believe if we went and looked at the recorder, Home Assistant recorder documentation. I know we don't like to read the documentation. Jeez, there's enough door slamming. Woo, there's a couple things that get daddy hot. Slamming doors is one of them. I've spanked a 14-year-old boy for slamming a door. I say if you slam a door, you get spankings. Okay. Anyways, here we go. Right, so you can put this anywhere. It can be SQLite. It doesn't have to be MariaDB. And you just put it wherever on your computer so it can get there. I hear you. Ain't that right? I don't think so. I believe the only supports MySQL compliant built-in okay. I don't know database very much. I put dampers on mine. That's a good idea. Johnny, that's a really good idea. Do you have like real thick like cushion around the door so it doesn't slam real hard? Oh, I love that idea. Tell me more about this, Johnny Zoom. I want to hear more about this. 58 Twitchers. We're looking to hit 75 today. Let's fire up that Twitch. Come on. Doors, what's for? To make it so that it doesn't make a loud noise when they slam them. If you haven't tried out Twitch, pull it up. If you're on YouTube and you haven't tried Twitch, you don't know what Twitch is, pull up twitch.tv, find me, DrZzs, and give it a compare. If you have Amazon Prime and you can subscribe on Twitch, which is normally a paid thing, but you can do it with Amazon Prime for free for one person. Solid doors make it worse. We have something called Surgu in the UK. Great to dampen doors. Ooh. Thanks for planning on buying channels from DrZzs. That's starting to plan what to buy channel-wise. Awesome, Jose. Awesome, Jose. And we're happy to help you. I'm happy to help you, Mike, the RGB man. You know, if we can give you any guidance, help you figure out what you need and how much you need. Obviously, we want this to be successful for everybody. So, Twitch murders your internet, unfortunately. Okay, no worries. Don't murder your internet. It might be. I don't know. I think the resolution on YouTube is still pretty good, but anyways. Drives me crazier. Give it a go. I feel too old for Twitch, but I have to promise I'll give it a try. Thank you very much, Leon. You know what's funny? We were having a discussion in sort of our little round table, right, with some of the mods and guys that help out with the channel a lot, and we were talking about in Twitch. It's actually from watching it, not recently, but not that. I mean, Twitch is cool, but from watching it. One of the things that in the Twitch culture is to spam the chat with emotes, all right, little emoji things. And that's like a thing that they do and they like to do it and the streamers like it. And, but it's not normal. Icon spam. That's right, Mark. Icon spam. That's what we were talking about. And, so anyways, we had, it's a little bit of a culture change because most of us we're not old, right? But we're older. And most of the people watch Twitch a lot are young, not, so they have just a little bit like that. Exactly. Raspy, like Mark. Yeah, that's right. I remove a bedroom door because of slamming. He got his door back in a week. Nice, Thierry. I like it. That is a good way to do it. I have unfortunately put a couple holes in walls after people have slammed doors, but hey. Croft's back. Hey, Doc, I was watching the Cube stream yesterday. Do you need a hub for it to work in Home Assistant? To be can Home Assistant be used as a hub? Home Assistant. So what I have is, yes, you need a hub, Croth. So one of these days I'll get it right. I know you told me how to say it phonetically before, but you do need a hub. What I am using for a hub is the Conb 2 stick. It's a Zigbee USB sniffer, I guess. And I've got it plugged into my Nook that's running Home Assistant. And then through Proxmox, you have to give it access so that Home Assistant can see that USB device connected to the computer. And then I run the decons add-on to get the Zigbee signals that the conb, which is the USB stick, that it sniffs, which is, the twisting of the cube goes to the conb, goes to Home Assistant through the decons add-on. Thank you, Mark. Where are we at on Discord? I don't know. So there are other ways to do it. And there's Zigbee to MQTT, which is a pretty open, pretty cheap way. But I am waiting right now. Hopefully soon I will get the new Sonoff Zigbee bridge. They've sent it, they say. They've mailed it to me. And they also have a sniffer. They have a super cheap sniffer. See, they're not even advertising here. I wonder if it's just not for sale yet. Sonoff Zigbee bridge. So they've got a Zigbee bridge. Here you go. Oh, what am I talking about? It's not for sale yet. Not Enough Tech has one in his hands. Matt. Oh, he went to bed already. So Not Enough Tech. He was on here with us before. So he got his. Look at that. Good for him. He got one from them earlier than I did. It's not like I've done anything to help Sonoff ever, right? Anyways, check this out. Nightbot is a bad bot. Anyways, they've got a new Zigbee bridge. It looks like the old RF bridge. I don't know. We'll have to see what compatibility it might have. Maybe Matt can talk about it. He uses Node-RED a lot. I don't know if he uses Home Assistant very much, but he uses Node-RED a lot. And then they also have their little Sonoff Zigbee. It's like it's the little sniffer. I don't know if sniffer is the right word. Yeah. This one. This thing is going to be amazing because it's like $4. I don't type more. Time me out for 10 minutes. Even the VIPs get taken out. Man, there's no mercy. There is no mercy. What if Nightbot kicks ReStreamBot? That's an inception I hadn't considered. All right, we're at 67. You know what? I just had an idea. Careful. Be careful. I just had an idea. When I get to the point, when we've had enough Twitch support that I can be their top tier, whatever they call it. I think it might just be called partner. But anyways, if I average 75 Twitch viewers, I don't even know for over how much period of time, but if I average 75 Twitch viewers, then I will hit this partner level in Twitch. Then I'll do another 12-hour stream. Okay? You got that on tape. It's videoed. Do I hear anything about leafy smart blinds? I have not. It's called partnership. You need to be consistent for a month. Okay, thank you very much, Raspy. YouTube viewers, open Twitch right now. All right, Holbert, subscribe. Thank you very much, Holbert. What do you want? Do you like unicorns or planes? Unicorns or planes? I'll do planes until you tell me otherwise, because I like planes. A 24-hour collab stream. 75, is that it? I know, right? Da-na-na. A floating head stream? Okay, for the next 12-hour stream, I'll do floating head. If you want me to do floating head, I can do like floating head on Sunday if you want, like this week. Twitch, here I come. Unicorns, of course. I picked wrong. You chose poorly. Anyways, this little guy here, this little Sonoff Zigbee, this is basically the Zigbee to MQTT dongle, right? That I've been sitting on here and haven't bothered to program for a while. I've had it in my hot little hands. And this version that Sonoff is selling is just this piece, but it's already programmed. Like if you're going to do the Zigbee to MQTT yourself, you've got to buy the programmer and then this dongle. But Sonoff is selling the dongle already programmed to be, packet sniffer, MQTT transferable, whatever, for $5. All right, crazy. Things are going to start going crazy now. We're going to get a whole bunch. Dun, 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 dun. Watching on Twitch, chatting on YouTube, whatever works, man. Sound is more vibrant on Twitch. All right, that's good to know. I have found that when I go back and download a full stream to chop it up into bits for a smaller video, I do it by Twitch now. Twitch just seems to have better quality. If I go download the video from YouTube, a 2-hour video will be like 500 megabytes. If I go to Twitch and download it, it'll be 2 gigabytes. And the resolution's just higher and it's just better. So Linky. I'll give you the link. Is it for sale? Oh, it's in stock. Oh my gosh. Get it. Yeah, to run Zigbee to MQTT. This is genius on their part. I can't believe they're doing this. And sell it for $4? Yeah. Have I got a link to Twitch? Oh, yes, I do. Sir Goodenough's got something. There you go. If you get 100 consistent views over a month, they pretty much guarantee you a partnership. Oh, cool. It's funny because I've consistently had a couple hundred viewers on YouTube for a long time. And they do nothing. Nothing. They demonetize my 12-hour stream because I have 10 seconds of staying inside copyright song. So YouTube is not YouTube is not built for streaming. That's not their main business platform. And for Twitch it is. So that's all. I'm still going to do both. I keep saying that, but Combi 2 stick 1,000 times better. You sold your CC 2531. Oh, okay, Renee. Well, that's good to hear. Again, I haven't played with this, but man, for $5, it's totally worth trying. Oh, the hype train is starting. Because when you get like so many people subscribing, the hype train starts. When you do subscribe, tell me what you want. You want me to try and shoot the unicorn? I think I got this one. Oh, this one I definitely got him this time. He's dead. Get him. Oh, guy gets away every time. It's like he knows it's coming. I thought Twitch was for teenagers. It's for teenagers and us. You know what actually is one of the most viewed things on Twitch these days? D&D. Dungeons and Dragons is one of the most watched things on Twitch right now. I don't know what these guys are doing. Well, there's some crazy new game on here, but there are a lot of people that are, I guess the second most popular thing is just chatting. Oh, there we go. I guess it's probably, so these guys are Hyper RPG, food and drink. So these guys are actually RPG people, right? These guys, what they normally do is play RPGs, but they're doing some silly thing right now. I end up with it gives me a lot of these kinds of things where people are like singing and dancing and stuff. Hearthstone, music and performing. There's a lot of music and performing on here now too. This was pretty cool. Virtual racing. They're actually getting, during this whole quarantine time, they're getting real racers. I don't know if this is a real racer, but they're getting real racers, real race car drivers, professional race car drivers, and they're racing against each other virtually. That's pretty sweet, right? It's fun that they're taking some of these things out, some of these things that are pretty lame, like being in quarantine, and they're making them fun, What's this guy doing? I like looking for people who are coding, like this guy. More AI coding. Calling scammers. Yeah. Twitch is definitely more for kids, but they have a place for us. I haven't seen Frank on there in forever. No, Tyson, I don't pay for Restream. I don't. It's free. It's free. Dun, dun, dun. All right, Betty. Thank you. Or Beatty. I should say it right. Me a kid. Are you Reese? Bob Ross. Live chickens. Hey, Doc, here's my Proxmox question. Okay, bring it. Possible to simultaneously run Home Assistant, Kodi, Libre, Excel, RetroPie, and maybe also Windows in VMs? Yeah. Yeah. That the only limitation there is your the hardware that you're running Proxmox on. But yes, there's no reason why you can't. That's the reason that I went with Proxmox was because somebody gave me the Nook that I have. They just said, here you go. And it was more powerful and had more resources available than I needed for Home Assistant alone. And so rather than just let the rest of the resources just sit there, all right, DrZzs, rather than have the rest of the resources just sit there, I decided I would do something else with them. And then Whiskers was like, you got to do Proxmox. So I said, fantastic, Proxmox it is. And so now you could probably run, like you said, Libre Elec and Kodi and other things on there. I don't. RetroPie, those kinds of things. Yeah, sure. You could probably run them and they'd probably run really well because, running it on a Nook virtually as a Raspberry Pi is going to probably be a lot better performing than an actual Raspberry Pi. I'll give a quick overview of what Proxmox is. Missed the bus. Okay, sure. Proxmox is a bare metal operating system. I think it's a Debian. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. So I think it's a version of Debian, but it's stripped down and built only to run virtual machines. So it's the operating system that you install on a computer, on the hardware itself, but it is set up to do nothing but run virtual machines. So then inside of Proxmox, you just start setting up virtual machines of whatever kinds you want. And there's a ton. I don't use it nearly as much as it has potential to be used. It's going to make me put my password in. What's my password, guys? Anybody remember? I like asking that. That's funny. So right now I'm only running two. I'm running two versions of Home Assistant right now. And this is a 2U convert. They also have these things that are not quite full operating systems that are just, I guess, would it be like a container? They call them LXCs or something. I can't remember what they call them, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, dang it. Now I'm going to have to change it. Anyways, it's, they just kind of run as just a little separate container, like a Docker container sort of. And you can also run Docker containers. Great. So it's if you've got for somebody that has like a server, like Frank, or probably a lot of you guys, you've got big hardware resources available to you, right? You got tons of Xeon core, blah, 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 coming out your ears. Running Proxmox on that, and then being able to just install different operating systems and different machines and different whatever kinds of containers. VMs are not containers. They're full-fledged machines with virtual hardware. Right. But you can also do the, containers, right? The LXCs. Is that right? Maybe I'm wrong. William probably knows better than I do, so don't listen to me. Oh, good. Sir Goodenough's Twitch ban is over. Oh, thank goodness. The mods or doc needs to set up allowed links and videos, or you will get timed out. Oh, geez, bummer. If you want to send something like that, send it. Can the mods do that? Can the mods send stuff, or do you guys need to send it to me or post it in? Or post it in Twitch somewhere. The mods can? What? Mods can post links, but you can... Oh, mods can post links, but you can put it in Discord and it will show up. There you go. Post what? I don't know. I'll just post links in Discord. Then they'll show up in Twitch just fine. Good. That's a great idea. And then they can use FreeNAS instead of Proxmox. Oh, FreeNAS is another one. 98 Twitch viewers. Wow. Guys, that's fantastic. That's totally worth some unicorns. Thank you. I'm not going to add the total because I know some of you are watching on both. So thanks. Docker is built on top of LXC, I believe. Okay. Let's get over 100. Oh, I bet you we will here in just a second. Watching on both, yeah. The other day I found an old hard drive with a Windows 7 on it. I did a raw copy image and mount it in Proxmox. Nice, that's crazy. Yes, LXC is the basis of major container tech. Okay, good. Finally got Bitwarden installed on Docker today. Crazy day. How'd it go, Paul? You finally got it working? Was it tough? That's another one that I'm going to make. I want Reese to be happy eventually. 102? All right. It's probably a little slow on the restream, but that's great. Congratulations. I have multiple accounts. You've received Hyper Level 1 Train Emote. I know what that means, but I'm going to share it. See, it says share. I don't know what that means. Such strong support, Level 1 completed. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. 4 subs, 10 bits. Level 1. Oh. Choo-choo hype cherry. Great work. Emotes are being delivered to supporters. Oh, cool. Hey, we unlocked a bunch of emotes on Twitch. Huh. Mike Donnell, thank you, Sam, for cheering. Woo! Choo-choo. Choo-choo, homie. Salty. Thank you guys for doing that. I know, anyways, I always feel very grateful for your support and grateful to have you as friends. This is fun for me. So thanks for being here. If you get to level 5 consistently, you can keep all the new emotes. Oh, cool. Oh, so do the emotes go away after, like, if we don't stay hyped? It's a lot of kid stuff, I tell you, but it's fun. Oh, cool. 110 on Twitch. Hot diggity. You guys are awesome. James is here. How's it going, James? What you got there? Oh, is that the camera? Is that the camera, James? Oh, I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to click it before it goes away. Yeah. Have you guys seen this? Is it available? If it's available, I have to buy one, right? Buy for business? Chicago Electronics. Which one is which? All right, Ronald, thank you. Are they in stock? Out of stock, out of stock, out of stock, out of stock, out of stock. Yeah, that's what I thought. So this is like a 12. This is a new, for those of you that are like, what's going on right now? There's a new Raspberry Pi camera. Where'd it go? There's a new Raspberry Pi camera. It's a 12 megapixel camera. And it's got interchangeable lenses. And it just just plugs into the same Raspberry Pi camera strip. So there was a ton, and we'll see how it works. I mean, I don't know. At what point does the Raspberry Pi have enough power? Maybe this is because of the 4. I haven't read about this. This just came out like a day or two ago. If you buy the new camera, make sure you pick one with the lens. By default, I don't think it comes with one. Does anybody have one, or has anybody been successful in buying one, at least, even if it hasn't delivered? Yeah, it's for the Pi 4. That makes sense, because when I tried to make security cameras out of Pi Zeros, even with the Pi 2 camera, which was, supposed to be the better camera, just wasn't good enough. It's okay. Name is Betty. Oh, Beatty. Rhymes with meaty. The name comes from the Who album. Meaty, beady, big and bouncy. Okay. Beatty. Ba-dum-bum. Ba-dum-bum. Beady, beady. I'll remember beady, beady. Ba-dum-bum. Ba-dum-bum. I have 23, but I don't really like the cameras over the Raspberry Pis. Wait, Ricardo, you don't have 23 of these. What is the mount? I think you end up mounting it. Oh, it looks like you can mount it on a tripod. That's probably one of those standard tripod twisters. You'd need a really long ribbon cable. And I can tell you, I have broken these flipping little guys here. These little clips for the ribbon. I've broken several of them. And I'm not like abusing them. They are just delicate. So, ten cuidado, hombre. Be careful, eh? I hate those cables too, man. I do too. Ooh. Can trick Twitch if you pay for the base. I'm reading Tyson's message here. Pay for a basic service for a month and set up scheduler to repay a stream that can last. You can get constant viewers. Oh, really? We'll have to make that happen. Thank you very much, Mr. Blinky. Boom! Look at that thing explode. Thank you, Mr. Blinky. Let's do some of this for you. Thanks for subscribing, amigo. 118 on Twitch. Yes! Ba-ba-ba-bum. Have we helped anybody today? Let's help somebody. We just been chatting, and chatting is fun. I'm all for chatting, right? You know me. I'm all for chatting. But let's help somebody. Who's got a problem? Somebody was asking about making Lovelace look pretty. Who was that? Are you still here? You want some personalized help with your Lovelace? Let's do it. That's true. We helped get over 100 Twitch viewers. That's true, Violent Pooh. You did. Thank you, brother. Raspberry Pi 4 gigabytes of RAM. It's enough for Home Assistant? Oh, yes, absolutely. Home Assistant, it can run on a Pi 0 or a Pi 1. Not if you start putting in a lot of add-ons, especially if you did anything like the camera add-ons. Some of those are like, what's the name of the one, guys? It's got an Owl something OS. Motion Eye. If you do the Motion Eye add-on, you're going to run into troubles. You might be able to do Motion Eye add-on with the Pi 4. But yes, always with the Pi, Tavinio, always with the Pi, the problem that you're going to have is going to be the SD card. So check out Andres Spies. He has a couple videos on how you can get a Raspberry Pi, a 4, or I think a 3 will do it as well, with the newest version of Raspbian. You can get it to boot from an SSD instead of an SD card. So he goes through the steps. He's even done 2 videos about it, I think. So it's not just super plug and play, but you got a little bit of time and a little savvy, you can make it happen, and then you'll be safe, and you won't have to worry about your Pi SD card crashing. I had a Pi SD card crash, and it sucked. Use A2 SD card. Ooh, Bogdan, is that like a fancy SD card that's really good? Macy's watching on 10 streams on Twitch. I think I'd probably get in trouble for that. But thank you I appreciate your support. My last project was tasmatizing a plug with power metering. And when you use it, it sends it to Telegram with the voltage data meter every 5 seconds. Wow, that's awesome. You can use generic Linux to install on a Raspbian to install Home Assistant. You could. I would just use Home Assistant, just Home Assistant. Hey, Doc, today I jumped from 104.3 to 109. Oh, good job, Felipe. And nothing broke? That's incredible. How do you get your adult children out of the house after they move back in? I got some ideas. I mean, I would suggest things like have sex in the living room, maybe. I don't know. Walk around naked. Yeah, you could do some things to make them quite uncomfortable. That would probably do it. Turn the phones and the internet off. Maybe that's true too. Get the Xbox out of the house. A2 micro SD is the recommended SD card for Hasio and Raspberry, and it does make a difference. Okay, cool. A2 micro SD card. I didn't know that. You like that? You like that, Garver? That was one of those things that as I'm saying it, I'm thinking, should I be saying this? Probably not. My problem is I have 2 little monsters that never leave. They're terrorizing my house. Oh, man. Put up a playlist, and those who can catch the live streams can catch them on the repeat. A lot of people, oh, that's a good idea, Tyson. That's a good idea. Are you already an editor on Twitch for me, buddy? Let's look at this. A2 SD card. I don't think I'd ever heard of an A2 SD card. You don't need a huge one, but I guess, gosh, that's probably fine. I would probably go with something like this. So hopefully, I mean, maybe they're making SD cards better than they used to. $85. It'd have to be programmed on a restream. Okay. Maybe we can't do it. Or maybe, we'll see how it works. A1. There's A2. I think I would probably, I mean, myself, because I'm cheap, as you know, I would give this one a go. This one or this one. You don't need that big of a card. Come on, where's my link? Copy. Pasto. I had one of those A2 cards, never failed, but got a Nook anyways. I would bet that the card that I had was not an A2, because I probably did not buy like a super good one. If I was gonna, oh, there's what I would, here's what I would get. Yeah. Is this still A2? No, it's A1. So I would probably get this. SanDisk is at least a bit of a known brand. I just upgraded today. A2 is more reliable with apps compared with regular ones that have big speed on constant only. Okay, so that's good to know. So this is where, you know, I'm learning a lot because I don't know SD card technology. So some of them are made for speed, right? Some of them are made so that you can read and write quickly, but apparently A2 is not. It's not made for speed. It's made for reliability, so you can read and write to it several times or hundreds of times, and it's not going to die. A2 class micro SD cards offer no better performance for the Raspberry Pi, says Google. Well, I think it's... Oh, okay. Maybe they don't. I don't know. It's the same kind I put in my camera. Have you heard about crown stones for room presence detection? Are they any good? I have not heard about crown stones. What are crown stones? Crown stones, huh? I just opened my window. Now doors are slamming, but it's not because anybody's mad. Crown stones? Presence detector? Position of your smartphone through measuring Bluetooth low energy. So it's kind of where we've been going with these. They can do anything with current, plug does, and more. Indoor positioning. Obviously not America. Has anybody tried these? Never heard of them. This is the first time hearing of them. It's not true. They're made for cameras, not small, constantly changing files on a regular OS. Oh, okay, great. Sorry, maybe I was wrong. I believe too quickly, maybe. Whatever. Sorry. I had a broken SanDisk card. Complained they sent me a brand new one. Of course, I lost the data on the broken card. Still am quite happy with SanDisk customer care. I've bought plenty of SanDisk cards over the years. In fact, the ESP32 chip has Bluetooth, so that's the future. Yeah, sure is. Detecting presence, yeah. A2 is much better on acceleration, let's say. Okay. Weird question, but every time I open the Home Assistant Companion app, the orange gear comes up for half a second. I think this is because the app is trying to connect to the URL. Is this expected? Probably, Dark Knight. I think it might just stall for a second, depending on what it's looking for. Mine always kind of says loading data for a second. I don't always get an orange thing. What is ESP32? Oh, Reese. My goodness, Reese. So most of, gosh, what would you guys say? 99, 95% of all of these sort of smart, at least wireless smart devices that we use are based on a chip that's named ESP8266. And the next generation of that is the ESP32. And the ESP32 is whatever, more powerful, faster. It's got more available pins, and it's got Bluetooth. It's got the ability to several different kinds of inputs, several different analog inputs, and temperature. It does a lot of stuff that the 8266 doesn't. Oh, you know what an 8266 is? Great. So yeah, ESP32 is just the next generation, and they are awesome. This is actually an ESP32, so that you don't almost notice a difference. But if you look at the number of pins on the sides, there's a lot more here. And they're definitely the future, and they're still cheap. They're exactly right. Sam is right. They're not even that much more expensive. That's like if an ESP8266 costs you $2, an ESP32 might cost you $3 or $4. It's not like it's, orders of magnitude higher. It's a couple dollars. Hey, what's up, Carlton? Good to see you, buddy. Mike Tunnell, how you doing? The ESP32 has currently issues with memory handling when it is used very frequently. That's an issue in a system library. Oh, interesting. I did not know that. You think they'll work it out? 32-bit versus 15-bit. Is that right? Decon1, how are you doing, by the way? Got some guys here I haven't seen in a while. Thanks for being here. Have you or anyone else used a bright sign box before? Not me. Looking into one to use in a Halloween show. Ooh, that's cool. Bright sign box. I don't know anything about it. How does it work? Oops. Bright sign box. Interesting. What does it do? I'm pretty DIY, so if it's cloud-based players with bright sign OSA. Advanced performance. Are you doing this for a commercial setting? Is this like a company thing that you're doing? Or is this just you tinkering around at your house? And I think if you had to put on some sort of a professional thing and you didn't have a lot of time and you had somebody else's resources, somebody else's money, then maybe something like this would be fine. I think. Does it show out of a projector? Does it control LEDs?
Add up to the players.
Oh, is it? Is it on a display? What's up with it? The software is a pain to run until you get used to it. Is that this thing here, Steven? Rather use a Pi? I heard Halloween. I'm listening. Tyson's a Halloween guy. I just want to use decons with Z-Wave. Uh-oh, Mrs. Z's is home. And if I didn't get the kids' homework done, I might be in trouble. Here she comes. Hi. Oh, I thought I was in trouble. Hey, thanks. She brought me a burrito. What the? She's taking the kids swimming instead of Holly doing her homework. All right, sweet. You guys been making markers? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What's in it? The burrito? It looks bad because the camera's overexposed and it's not light enough or underexposed. It smells good. We're gonna have to cut the stream so I can eat. Did you bring enough for the whole class? You guys want some? She is one supportive spouse, isn't she? Tell us about Bright Sign. Chimichanga? I don't want to eat too much. Oh, take that off. Here's one for Mrs. Z's. Thanks, honey. Likey. Do you know if Blade connected the webhook to a command yet? No. We talked about it last night, but we didn't. I did install, if you guys didn't see, I did put, I did take, so I've had lights, I've had a WLED and lights down on my floor, which I really only put on the floor because I was testing. And I decided, well, that's kind of silly. Why not bring some of them up here? So I spliced and soldered and wired, and now I've got a strip of RGB LEDs on my desk right under the monitor where I'm always looking. So that'll be a good way we can put in, going to get burritos, be right back. That way I can see different colors and we can even do different segments of the strip and stuff. So I know Sir Good Enough wants orange. Will be a farting unicorn after that? Yes. Oh. Beatty just had minted lamb burgers. Wow. Where are you, Beatty, that you had minted lamb burgers? That doesn't sound like the U.S. Sounds yummy. That's a good question. That's a good question, Pooh. Do we see who makes the markers, or do we just see that there are some markers? I don't know. Until recently, I've been the only one that make markers. I think broadcasting. I wonder if I go in here, if I can look back at the markers. Are these the markers? Adult children move out. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can see who makes it. Look right there. It says Violent Pooh. So I can see. Yeah, thank you. That's perfect. It's working. Great. And I believe, I'm not 100%, but I believe that if I've made you an editor on Twitch, you can go in here and go to this page that I'm looking at right now, this video producer page. Maybe not. I don't know what all goes into the editor level privilege there. Did I mention I'm loving Hyperion? I'm loving it. Forgot to make them at the beginning of the stream. That's okay, man. We have just squirreled around like nobody's business today. What would be a beast multi-sensor that can be connected to a D1 Mini? I'm thinking of the following. IR, RF, 433, TX, lux, motion, temp, and humidity. Am I missing something? Oh, what have people put in? We've had multi-sensors. I don't know that I've seen multi-sensors that have IR and RF, but I've seen light, motion, temperature, humidity. Can't remember what else. Violent Pooh. I know. It's a wonderful name. Wonderful name. BME 280. UV. That would be a good one. Aeon Multi-Sensor 6. Ooh, what's Aeon Multi-Sensor 6? I just want to know the story. How did you get that name, Violent Pooh? Hey, would you close my door, amigo? Oh, never mind. I'm going to close my door. So I have had an idea. Ooh, Aeotech Multi-Sensor 6. Oh, this is what it has. It's Z-Wave, 6-in-1 motion, humidity, UV, light, vibration. Cool. Here's an idea. You guys ready for a $1 million idea? In my work, people wake up from surgery, and everybody, doesn't matter whether you have like sleep apnea or anything like that. It is dangerous for me to have ideas. You're dang right about that. So here's my idea. We have people that wake up after surgery, and no matter who you are, when you wake up after surgery, you're going to snore. You're laying there. You've been sedated for a while. You've probably got, medication in your body that's suppressing your respiratory drive a little bit. Plus all the muscles and fat and everything in the back of your throat is just kind of relaxed. So when you lay on your back after surgery, you start to, right? And sometimes it's not just like snoring is good. Snoring is good because it means you're actually moving air. There is air moving in and out of your body, your lungs, because that's what is making the noise. It's when there's no air moving that we worry, right? Because that means you're not breathing, you're obstructed, and that's how things go bad. So in the recovery room, it's very important to know that people are breathing. And if they're not breathing, if their snoring has become an obstruction, all they need is just a little bit of a movement. Just, tilt their chin up a little, move their head to the side, maybe twist their neck a little bit. I mean, they just need, I always say to the nurses, this one's missing a finger. This guy's missing a finger right here under his chin, because he's not actually missing a finger. He just means, that's my little joke that says you just need to put a finger under their chin and lift up their chin a little bit and they'll stop snoring. So here's my idea. We always have a mask on the patients. We have a mask. In that mask, it needs to be a CO2 sensor. Could maybe be a humidity sensor, but CO2 would be ideal. CO2 sensor. The sensor goes into whatever little processor, Arduino, I don't care. And then there's a little device either in the pillow or under the chin or whatever that anytime that sensor stops detecting CO2, it moves the head a little bit. And you can have, 6 or 10 different positions, whatever, to move the head around. What do you think? So every time somebody stops, they stop breathing, it just moves the head. And maybe after 2 or 3 movements, if there's still no breathing, then it sounds an alarm. That's what I think. That won't help. Your apnea is too bad. If you have horrible sleep apnea, maybe it won't. You can just jack the pillow up a little bit. Yeah, and there are devices like that. When I was at CES, it's called a nurse in the UK. Yeah, we have nurses do that here too. When I was at CES, they did have devices like that were like, at least the ones that I saw. Several of them were based on noises. So if it heard you snoring, it would move your pillow. It had like inflatable bags in the pillow, and it would move the pillow around based on the sounds that it heard. But I don't think that's too reliable. With 2 sensors and 2 servos, done, right? I've even got the device. Look at this. Yeah. It's up in the closet and I don't know where my ladder went. So I can't get it, but they've made devices like that to kind of thrust the jaw forward and stuff. But they're not motorized and they break. And so I have one that's broken that they were throwing away. So I just took it and I want to just put some motors in it and some sensors on it and go to town. The Smart Baby Monitor guys can use this as a nice add-on to their portfolio. You already have the air supply in the room, something that wraps around their neck and just inflate it. Otherwise, it would be a weekend at Bernie's. Like they're moving, they're not really alive. And after a couple $1 billion to get it approved through all the bureaucracy, I can't wait to see it. Yeah, exactly, Jeremy. I've had medical device ideas in the past, and it's not worth trying. It's impossible. And already it's about what made me angry with my other medical device ideas was it's not about whether or not it's a good idea and whether or not it's even a profitable idea. It's about whether or not it's a patentable intellectual property compatible device, right? It's if a company can't buy the intellectual property, then nobody will support the research and production financially. Because what all these companies want to do is support a project, support a device that's going to get to the point that some big company for billions of dollars will buy it. It's not about actually making a thing that works and helps. Anyways, that's my idea. So when you're talking about multi-sensors, CO2 sensors came to mind, and that's how we got down that rabbit hole. What gauge of wire is everyone using for the data line for LED strips? That's a great question. I like the smallest I can get away with. So I've used 22. I don't think I would go any smaller than 22. Maybe, 20 is okay. 18 starts to get unwieldy, I think. So 20 is okay. The other thing is, are you going to use solid or stranded wire? If you can use solid, I've been a fan of using solid wire. If you're not gonna, if it's not gonna move around once you get it in place, then solid wire is nice to work with. And it can be smaller and still be more conductive than stranded, right? Look into solid sometimes because there's a lot of options. Really, Gary, are you using Cat5 wire for LED data? I use Cat5 or Cat6 for your WLEDs. Wow, really? That's tiny. Just rip apart some Cat5 or Cat6. That's 24 gauge. Great. Gosh. How much current can you put through a 24 gauge wire? And I don't care what the this is not me as giving electrical advice, okay? How much current can you put through a 24 gauge wire before you worry about it? I'm not saying what does the NEC, which is our National Electric, I don't know what they're called, National Electrical Code or Normalized Electrical Code or whatever it is. I don't care what the NEC says about how much you can put through it. 2.2 amps. Is that what you would put through it and feel safe? Or is that what the code says you can put through it? Because I would be okay to put a little bit more through than what the code says. But I mean, those wires are tiny and I would eventually worry. Cat5 is rated for 0.5 amps per strand. The other thing is, if you're running a Cat5 cable and you've got those 24 gauge wires, what if you just use 2 of them? I would agree. Kind of 2.2 amps seems kind of high for a 24 gauge, a 24 gauge wire out of a Cat5 or whatever. But let's have the discussion. PoE is 48 volts DC, 0.32 amps, 15 watts. How's it going, Dion? Excuse me for eating my lunch, fellas. It works until 1.5 amps with 3 wires together and 2 wires for data. Fried LEDs on the side. The side order of LED fries. 1 amp in a hot case, so it varies a lot. Yeah. Solid gauge 22 is pretty easy to work with. Or solid wire 22 gauge is pretty easy to work with. I just bought a bunch. Actually, I'll show you what I bought on Amazon here in a second after I get another bite of burrito. Dion, I am doing so good today. Quickly go over my tabs in Home Assistant. Remind me to come back to that, Samuel. I just want to show you the wire that I just got. So this is 22 gauge solid 4 conductor wire, 500 feet of it for $30. Try and beat that. Try and beat that. I have not been able to find a better deal, even though most of the time you only need 3 wires. You can use the 4th one just for voltage, maybe if you wanted. I don't know. Thoughts on 12 gauge Romex? My thoughts on 12 gauge Romex is it's sufficient for LEDs. Yes. That's what you use. Oh wait, this is what you use, or what Mihir says. Mihir says we're going to use some Romex. Mark says, what's the difference between solid and stranded? The actual conductors themselves, these are solid, which means it's one filament of copper. That's it, one. So it's solid. If it's stranded, it's a whole bunch of very small filaments of copper all wound together. I have them installed with old lights, looking to replace them with LEDs. Old lights use 12 gauge, yeah. Regular old lights. And that's because they need high current, right? If they're, old incandescent bulbs, and you might have had 5 or 6 amps worth of wire on there, or when they build your house, they have to figure you're gonna potentially load up that circuit to the max. So you need to be, that wire needs to not be the point of failure. Your circuit breaker does, so it's got to be rated for higher than 20 amps. So that's why you end up with 12 gauge wire everywhere. Am I planning to use this wire to power LEDs? Yeah. Some of it. Yep. Yep. Yeah. But this is not going to be 120 volt wirings. VS Code. Hey, Frank's here. What's up? You've been working on VS Code add-on, Frank? How am I doing? I'm doing so good, dude. How are you doing? I miss your streams, buddy. How's the kids? You guys still hanging in there? You being Mr. Mom at home, and the missus, the ninjas still got to go out? Coding on Home Assistant in VS Code. Gotcha. You guys have been doing great work, Frank. You guys have been doing great work on Home Assistant. So thank you. I was thinking about that. I was like, wow, Frank's probably just been slaving away, cranking out Home Assistant stuff. I have seen someone run a 2.3 kilowatt or 23 kilowatt, 2 to 3 kilowatt. I don't know what this is. Hot water boiler on a 23 plug and melted. Yeah. Yeah. Don't do that. The burrito is good. All right. Somebody wanted me to talk about the tabs. I need to figure out why I can't connect with VS Code. Well, we got the VS Code add-on master here, Focal Fury. Frank, do you know why he might get an error that says VS Code server failed to start? Something in the add-on configuration would be my guess. But I don't remember what goes in the add-on configuration. Just only awesome updates. Oh, it's an okay. It's an upstream issue. I'm waiting a fix. Okay. Well, you know what? Sometimes that's all we can do. Thank you, Frank, for working on it. So somebody is asking about my tabs. Are you talking about these tabs up here? Each of these tabs up here is a Lovelace view. This is going to be basic for some folks, but obviously not for everybody. So we're going to do it. If you want to add more Lovelace views, so each of these little tabs is a different Lovelace view. And each Lovelace view is full of cards. This is the current audiobook I'm working on. Words of Radiance? No. Zachary must be listening to that right now, because I'm not listening to this one. I'm on Stormbreaker. No, I'm on Oathbringer. Anyways, each one of these is a different Lovelace view, and it is full of different Lovelace cards. If you want to add more views, you just hit the plus, and you can add a view. And once you've added a view, it will be, fairly blank or whatever. Right now, this was Grafana. Looks like it's broken. You just add more cards here. Is that what you were talking about? Is that what you were wondering about? You're on Oathbringer too, Patrick? Nice. I got 26 hours to go. But I only really listened to it. I only listened to it in the car on the way to work and back. Can I refer you to a good link for those transparent dashboards? If you want transparent buttons like this, that is part of the theme. So if you use a different theme, they won't always be transparent. Like these are not transparent, right? So that has to do with the way the person set up the theme. And you can get new themes. The best way is through the community store themes. And then you can just go through here and you can get a look at, I think you can look at these. Yeah, this will tell you kind of what's there already. Okay, how it looks. And there's a whole bunch of them. And there's more all the time. In fact, there's probably twice as many now as the last time I looked. So you go in through and pick one that you like. You can pick, this one already has transparent. I kind of like that. And they have different, some of them have more rounded edges on them and they have different colors in different places. I actually really like this one. This one's got transparency up there. I'm going to install this one. I like it. This one's new. I haven't seen this one before. It's 3 months old. I still haven't seen it before. The fancy dynamic wallpaper. Well, C. Washburn, I'm going to release a video about that. I could do it anytime. Where's my laptop? I could upload it right now. It's called it's a integration. No, it's a plugin. Yeah, because I think it's a Lovelace card technically, and it's called animated background right there. And we did this on a live stream a few days ago. Ooh, it was just updated 2 hours ago. Sure, we'll update it. But I just chopped up that live stream into like a 10-minute video that I've got ready to release. I just need to take 5 minutes and upload it to YouTube. So watch for that. And then it'll go through everything. You've got, Beatty's got the animated background, a whole video. Oh man, I'm going to get a bunch of new issue submissions. Wilhelm, what's up, dude? Thank you for being here. Hey man, you have done an amazing work. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of issues. Sorry. That's my fault. My fault. Oh, but you know what happened? Because I switched back and forth, it probably went away, didn't it? No, it's still there. Is it? Yeah, why is it not showing? It's there. I just need to refresh a couple times or something, probably. Wilhelm, you're awesome, dude. You're awesome. This thing is fantastic. I don't know why it's not working at the moment. Give it a minute to load, maybe. But I love it. Is it getting covered up? I don't know. I don't know what I did. I switched back and forth to themes. So if I switch to a different theme, it should still be there, though. What's that new UX goodie? Let's check this out. There it is. It's back. Anyways, the new theme's not transparent, maybe. Just got the notification that I'm streaming on Twitch. Better late than never. No, but seriously, Wilhelm, you guys, when you see him, give him a high five when you see him on the street. Good work, dude. This is so cool. Can I ask you, are there more? There's plenty. If there aren't any more of these backgrounds, I'm gonna be okay. I'll survive. But they are so beautiful and they look so good, and it's so fun to see new ones all the time. I know you tapped into some source to get these, that whatever Flixolve, whatever it was. Are there any others? After 108, it got a bit wonky with the new backgrounds. Okay. Well, it looks great still. I mean, it still seems to be working wonderful to me. Not seeing anyone on the street at the moment. Yeah, that's true too. Give him a long distance high five. That was a phrase. I don't know. I guess internationally, you guys have ESPN. You have Sports Center. I grew up watching a lot of Sports Center. I still watch a lot of Sports Center. And like the ghost dog in the water. Yeah, that one's fun. And there was, what was his name? I can't even think of his name right now. I can see his face. He had cancer and he just passed away. Stewart. Can't remember his last name. Anyways, that was one of his phrases. He would say that about a player, give him a high five when you see him on the street, which was just his funny way. He was also the guy that said, cool as the other side of the pillow. That's right. Yeah, that's it. Stuart Scott. Booyah. They look like cinemagraphs. Isn't it gorgeous? And then every time you refresh, it changes. to a different scene. And it's based on the weather outside. So it shows you something based on the weather. You have Sky Sports, which should be called Sky Soccer. Give him a high five when you see him in the face with a chair. That sounds like WWF wrestling. Not very big in the UK. And there is actually a setting. You can, if you want to, edit your themes to make them more transparent. So let's poke around for a second. Where is it? Is it custom components? No. Themes. There it is. Okay, so themes, we can go to like this theme that I just opened or that I just downloaded, and we can open the YAML file. And then there is a place where you can set the transparency of things. I want to say it's over here. So if you want it more transparent, you can make things more transparent. So I'm just going to do this for fun because I like it to be pretty transparent. So I'm going to change some of these and make them even more transparent. Now, I don't know exactly, what CH background is. I mean, it gives you an idea here of what it is. I just don't know. I don't know. Does that need to reload as well? I probably do need to reload customizations or something now, right? I think it's it. I don't remember. What is it? Type random crap in your YAML and restart. That's how I fix everything, Frank. Is that not right? Oh, it's a service. You need to call the refresh service, or reload themes is a service. Okay. Front end read. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you, Wilhelm. Oh. Are you sending me Discord messages? Oh boy. Can I show this? Oh. Oh, okay. That's cool. Can I show that, Frank? I'm going to show it because you sent it to me. I love sneak peeks. Yeah, it's public. Great. Here we go. Okay, so what he's showing me here is that new in version 110 is going to be a condition type that is not. So, and this is really helpful because sometimes you want something to be active only when you're not home, right? Or when, in this case, when the alarm is not disarmed. That's not the same as saying when the alarm is armed. You know what I mean? You just want it to not be this state. You want it to be any other state, but not this one. So that's a new part, a new deal. Not the not condition. Excellent. 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 Okay, now we need to go in here and do the right service because that wasn't going to work. Front end themes reload. Hi, baby. All right. Ooh, we'll get ready for sign off here pretty soon because I want to spend some time with my monkeys today. Half my burrito is gone, and I mean the other monkeys, not you guys. Much more transparent. You see that? Much more transparent. Cool, yeah? Hey, we're the monkeys. No, not sign off. That's okay. We'll be back. It is not. Uh-oh. Carlton Brooks is lost on Discord. Somebody help him. Find Carlton. Rescue him. He's lost in the bowels of Discord. Let me know if you have any questions that you need answered for your video. DM on Discord is the best way. Oh, thank you, Wilhelm. Maybe what I'll do is Because all I did was, I played with it and we got it set up on. Let me shoot it to you. Can I do that? I'll upload the video. I'll make it private. I'll send you a link. You can watch it. And then you can tell me if I've made any mistakes or anything that you think is important that I've missed or misstated. Does that sound cool? What benefit will solid wires bring you? Typically, they are smaller for the same amount of current. So if it's like a 22 gauge solid wire is going to be a little smaller than a 22 gauge. I know that sounds funny. But if you think about it, the stranded wires, I guess they have the same amount of copper. Is that right? They have the same amount of copper, but the stranded are going to be a little bit bigger if you measure them. Awesome. Thank you, Wilhelm. I'll do that. Stranded is more flexible. That's probably the biggest thing. I like it because I think it's smaller. Don't use solid wires on something that moves. They'll break. That's true. So like stranded wires are great in your car. They're great for things that are portable, like your extension cords, your all these things we use, plugs for your charging your phone and all that kind of stuff. But things that are like in your walls in your house that aren't going to move, that's when solid wire is the thing to do. So if you're going to install something like LEDs and you're going to just put it in there and it's going to stay, solid wire is a good idea. Stranded is more difficult to make secure contacts. Tendency for shortcuts. Yeah, I have trouble with it a lot of times. Like, even just because the strands start to fray off and twisting it and untwisting it and stuff. It's a bad problem. Utah doesn't know how to stay still right now. It's to wire up WS 2011B strips in DIY nano leaf project. I think for inside of the thing, if you're not going to move it around a lot, it's a great option. I like solid wire. It's easier to use for something. Get a little and try it. And they have that same kind of wire. Like, it's not much more expensive to have the stranded kind. Here's stranded right here. This is the same stuff, but it's stranded. And this actually has a ground cable in it. Because this one's shielded. This one's shielded with a ground cable. So, there's that. Blade, where you been? He's probably working on something fun. He's setting up that new monitor again, or what was you working on? We're all here to respond to you. All right. Just subscribe. Thank you very much, Nyack. Thank you very much. We're going to do some unicorns. And I probably should get the kids up here and do some almost play. Oh, yeah. You were saying you were watching Linus Tech. Andy, we're going to put out a video. How do you get these? I'm going to put out a video soon. I'm going to send it to Wilhelm, who's the guy who invented this. It's an add-on, or it's a Lovelace card. So if you go to the community store and under plugins, search for animated, you can get all of the information that you need here. But I'm just about to, I'll put out a video, which is just a chopped up version of a live stream from a week or two ago that has the details in it that you need. It's pretty simple. I can't wait until Nest and Google decide to work with Home Assistant again. Unicorns fart rainbows? Of course they do. Yeah. It smells like cotton candy when they do. All right, let's call the kids up for sign off. I got too many buttons here. I got 99 problems and a switch 8-1. Sign off. Wondering, do you use scenes? Not very much. I don't use scenes very much. I've set up a couple scenes over time, but haven't really used them. The reason I wasn't using them was because setting them up was a pain in the butt. The sort of scenes editor that you guys put into Home Assistant, it might have even been there before you started officially being a Home Assistant worker bee or whatever. But the scene editor where you could basically freeze, like you could set everything in your house the way you want it and say, okay, I want this to be a scene. Before that, it was a real pain. I thought it was a pain, so I didn't use it very much. I should probably use scenes more, but no, I don't use them very much or hardly at all. All right. We've had a great stream, everybody. Thank you very much. We've been over 100 viewers on Twitch. Should we stream tomorrow? Should we stream tomorrow, girls?
Daddy, me and Grace are
You girls are going to do a stream, aren't you?
on Monday. Is that
On
fine?
Monday. Yeah, that's fine with me. I won't be here. Is that okay? Do you need me here? Oops, I meant to open the calendar, not Joe Biden's sexual assault allegations.
I don't really know what to say about
Oh, okay.
it. If you
Tomorrow, what time should we stream tomorrow? What time? I like this kind of morning time because then I still have lots of time in the day. So let's do it at the same time,
Ow. I'm just
which was about 11.
Princess
You're watching Princess Detective. Okay. Stream tomorrow. Same time as today. Okay. Bit Warden. Someday, Reese. Someday. All right. How should we sign off tonight, girls? Today. Sorry. It's nighttime for a lot of them. They're all like in Europe and stuff, and it's far away, and it's nighttime for them.
Well, we should
I don't know
off like we're protecting the house.
Sign off
We're
like
knights.
the defenders, like we're knights? Okay, we're going to sign off like knights. Ready? As always, thanks for watching. Until next time, adios.
I almost said super sister.
Good job.
Let me just subscribe.
Hey, thank you for subscribing, Mad Dog. Thank you. All right, everybody. Love you. Oh, wait.
I'm just in your bedroom.
I meant to say that to them. I guess I love you guys too. Yeah, we're good with that, right? Okay with love. Yeah, it's good. All right. See you guys tomorrow. Have a good day. Be safe. Bye-bye.